All right. What is going on, Rockstar? How are you? How are you? How are you? Happy Wednesday evening. And today, in this evening, we are going to talk about, as always, I got my notes, when to say no to responsibilities. When to say no to responsibility. Okay. So if this is the first time you're seeing me, hearing me, my name is Coz. I coach Black women with an entrepreneurial mindset to build and grow themselves as well as their business. Let's get into it. So I wanted to talk about this topic because it has been going around for a while. A lot of time management, creating time, mastering time. But before we get there, we need to understand how to say no to responsibility. And rock with me for a minute. We gonna get into it. So I want to know, have you ever felt overworked or overloaded? I'm raising my hand because I have. Do you ever feel like you can't keep up with family, work, your business, personal life, professional life, spiritual life? Yes. And I say that because I used to be all over the place. And I still know people who are all over the place that haven't quite got to the point of learning how to say no responsibly. Let's say that. How to say no responsibly. How about that? All right. And I ask those questions because chances are you're taking on too much. You're taking on too much. And there is a quote unquote negative side to taking on too much responsibility or not being able to say no to responsibility. Okay. Especially if it's connected to your pride, number one. Okay. Or being responsible means it's going to make you a good person. It's not going to make you a bad person. However, it may make you a little harder to deal with. And I say that because a few years ago, I think it's been about 5 or 6 years. What's this? 2021. 2000. I want to say 2000. Let's see. 16 or 17. That's where I'm gonna say 16 or 17. I've been in the healthcare field for quite a while. And I had too much responsibility. And and I could tell that it was taking a toll on me because of the way that it was affecting my husband, my boys, our household. It's like the energy that was coming off of me was just very overworked, very overloaded, ready to snap at any given point. And I can say, looking back now, my boys and my husband literally had to sit me down and say, we don't know who this person is right now, but we like the person that we know and love to come back, because this person right here is not working. It wasn't working for him. So so we have to be aware, and I said all that to say that we have to be aware sometimes, whether we're doing it out of pride, whether we're doing it because, we feel like it belongs to us and therefore we have to carry it. That is gonna make us it's gonna make us a bad person if we don't, or it's gonna make us a good person if we do. However, the flip side of that is what I just said. So let's take it a little bit, let's take it one step further, and let's say you start attracting and pulling people who want to take advantage of your work ethic because you're responsible, because you take on so much. So many people, you attract those people who want to latch on because you are a hard worker, you are dedicated, you are committed. Okay. So how do we get over that? How do we stop ourselves? And how, more importantly, because I've learned how to stop myself, that my boys and my husband coming to me to have that conversation with me was super eye-opening, because sometimes we can have tunnel vision in the wrong way, and it's definitely not a good look, even though we are taking on the responsibility, but we're so focused on what we're doing and we got blinders on that we're not paying attention to what is going around us. And I thank God for my husband and my boys for me to take that moment to fall back to say, okay, how do I go about changing this situation? And the first thing I did was, actually, that's the last one. I'm not going to share that yet. But you want to use the word yes. You want to use yes properly, correctly, productively. Okay. And you need to ask yourself a few questions within your own self to know if it's if it's a yes or if it's a no. Because at the end of the day, you have options. Okay. So I want you to ask yourself, 1A, is this a productive use of my time? 1A. 2A, what am I going to learn from this? And then 3A, is it going to make me grow? Those are the 3 questions. 1A, is it a productive use of my time? 2A, what are you going to learn? 3A, is it going to help you grow? Okay. That's number 1. Number 2, you have to learn how to be more responsible with your yeses and your nos. Number one. Number two, you have to learn how to create and master time. You have to create time, and then you have to master time. Create and master. Create and master. Now, I am a huge, super huge fan of time blocking. Time blocking. Super huge fan of that. I also get up super early to do things to make sure that I am creating more time throughout my day. Okay. So you want to create and master. Create and master. Okay. So time blocking. That means you take a chunk, you first, number one, sit down the night before and map out everything you need to do. You cannot do this the day of. It has to be done the night before. So that way you have a running goal list of the things that you need to do. And some of those things rightly can be done, can be scheduled out, dictated to someone else. It could be automated. There are a lot of different ways that this can happen to where you're actually creating time and you are mastering it. Okay. Time blocking. This here. And then you want to take that time blocking. If you're doing 30 minutes, how can you break it into 15 and 15? Small tasks. 15 and 15. Simple, simple. Okay. And then number 3, get help when you need it. This is so important. So important. Getting help when you need it. As women, as Black women, as business owners, as solopreneurs, as working full time, being a mom, running a business, wearing all of the hats. We need help sometimes. And that help can come from our spouses, our significant other. It can come from the kids being more responsible and productive. It could be from your accountability partner, leaning on them a little bit more. By the way, my accountability partner is phenomenal. I love her. She's awesome. I love her. She's phenomenal. Shout out to you. But yeah, get help. Get help. Get help. That could be in form of I'm about to say automation. Automation. Even having someone just schedule out your post for you, or scheduling this, or really digging into your time. But get help. It is okay to let go and give it to someone else, because that's going to free up your mind to think about other things that you can do within your life, within your business. Because remember, who you are in life is who you are in business. So it's okay. Stop trying to be perfect. It's okay. It is okay. The world is not going to end because you ask for help. It is not. It's not going to end. It's truly, truly not going to end if you ask for help. I know we have this, it's my baby, I don't want anybody to touch her, to love. No. Get help so you can rest. Get help so you can take care of yourself. Get rest so you can take care of your mind. Get rest so you can take care of you, because none of this works without you. None of this works without you. All right. So let's go back through it, because I want to go back through number 1. Good, I had to use 2 pages. Let's go. Okay, number 1 is use your yes correctly, productively, and honestly. Okay. Ask yourself the following. 1A, is it a productive use of your time? 2A, what are you going to learn? 3A, is it going to make you grow? Okay. There you have create more time, master time. And then number 3, get help when you need it. But here's the thing. If you use your yes and your no productively and correctly, that's half the battle. That is half the battle right there. And creating, mastering, and getting help. It all goes together. It togethers. It is levels to everything that we do. So just become more consciously aware of just saying yes without really taking time to mull it over, to ask yourself those questions, and to really dig in and really know if you have that time available to do those things. Remember, it's about you. It's about taking care of you. It is about making sure that you are who you need to be for you, your family, in your personal and in your professional life. All right. I want to know, what can you add to the list? Put it in the comments below, and I will chat at you later. Ciao.